You're listening to The J with your host, Kennedy.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I just finished my article on this app called Wander, and it allows you to pretty much travel the world using the Google Street Maps technology. Look at this. This is pretty awesome. And pretty much one thing that I really like about this is that it gives you the ability to go to a location and switch the years that you can view a location that Google once visited. So, for example, let's say that I'm going to give you an example right now. I went with my wife to her hometown, and the house that she grew up with was torn down about 2012 or so, or 2011. It was bought, and the new owner demolished it and built his own new home there. But when we went to Google Maps, it's still using the old data where you could select, when the house was still there, the previous home. And it's the same thing with other cities. I could go to Tokyo and look, from various years that I visited to the most recent, which I saw was like May 2021. But speaking of that, let's go ahead and let's go to the place that I call my second home, Ikebukuro. There we go. And where should we start off from? You know what? Let's start from, Sakura. Well, actually, you know what? You could type it, but let's try the mic so I can show you that. Sakura Hotel, Ikebukuro, Toshima, Tokyo. There we go. Okay, so detected it. Here's the map. As for the map, usually, if I want to drag it, you use the bottom trigger, and you can move this map around. Okay. So this is the hotel that I usually stay at, Sakura Cafe Restaurant. Restaurant. It is probably the most affordable hotel that is not dingy, that actually has won awards, and a lot of people do flock to this restaurant. You pretty much can get a good rates, especially if you're staying for several weeks or a month. I often use this hotel. But pretty much it has, let me go ahead and move this over here. You have two sections, this one and that one. And actually, let's take a quick view through Ikebukuro, this part. This is in West Ikebukuro, by the way. It takes a while for the images to generate and look better, but right here is the popular bar area. Actually, this whole area, there's bar areas, but man, this is so cool. During the pandemic, even now, while we still can't travel internationally, it's so cool that Wander gives you the ability to visit these locations, and the fact that Google keeps on updating is pretty awesome. But let's say that let's go back here real quick. You see that car right there? Okay. Let's move this over. Let's move this over to the back. Okay. Right now, this is 2021. Right here, as you can see it on my wrist, you can see the dates. And usually, there it is. Historic timelines. And if you go down, there's, if I can scroll down, that is. Let's see if I can, oh, here it is. There's 2020, and that's green right now. So they have June 2021. Let's take a look. Here we go. So this is the most recent image. It's too bad you can't go in, or can you? No. I do know that with stations, it allows you to go inside the station around Tokyo, so I thought that was pretty awesome. Okay, so this is Sakura Hotel. So this was taken about 2 or 3 months ago. So when you go up here, you can see the laundry room right there. That's cool that they, well, Google does that, they block out the faces, but whenever you're ill or getting sick, you can always depend on Welshia right here to purchase your medication if you're traveling. Go right here, and you go straight right here. Let's see if it allows you to. Okay, yeah, you have to go through the roads. Not the sidewalks, but that's fine. Let's see if the buildings... Okay, let's see if... Oh, Mariva, you can't see it because there's a truck right there blocking the way. Wow. I think certain things have changed since I've been here. Let's keep on walking. Okay. Let me move this out of the way here. Okay, the 7-Eleven's still there. The Pasella. Let's see here. Pasella Resorts is still here. Oh, there's Mariva Coffee. Great place to get your breakfast, but then you could also go to... so let's see if it takes me there. Yeah. Let's turn around. Let's see what's being promoted at 7-Eleven. I think every time you go to certain areas, parts that Google hasn't visited, or I noticed that it'll change to different years. I noticed that when I visited the Shibuya on Wander. But, okay, so this is the 7-Eleven where I usually pick up something to eat before I leave to the station or leave to Shinkansen. And leave on the Shinkansen is. So let's go ahead and go straight here. Let's see what has changed in 2021. The reason why I am visiting this area is because there has been a lot of discussion on the news and also on social media of how Ikebukuro has been hurt due to the pandemic, because so many businesses are closing. Let me go to... Come on. Do you have a... This is 2014. Let's go to June 2021. Okay. This is really interesting here. The reason why is this Family Mart was actually... This building actually was torn down, and it looks like it was rebuilt. Around 2019, they tore this whole thing down, and they rebuilt it to put a Family Mart. Still got the Tokyo Olympic signs right there. Wait a minute, this is... I don't recall ever seeing a Taito game station in this area. I have to look at my past video. Let's see here, clutch and check things out. Okay, that's always been there. Cafe Gusto, is it still there? Yeah. So this is a Japanese equivalent to Denny's. Okay, the 7-Eleven here. Okay, I told you how I went to the other 7-Eleven near my hotel. This 7-Eleven I go to because it actually is bigger and it offers magazines and manga and stuff where the other one doesn't. But no matter what, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson's, they're all cool. Okay, we're gonna keep on going straight here. Okay, here we go. Marui City, Maruichi. Okay. This is an iconic building in Ikebukuro, and it just closed down 2 weeks ago. They said it's because the building was getting old and because of lease, and I can understand that. A lot of companies are saying that because they don't want to say it's a pandemic. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but that's what they say. Okay, here. If I'm ever going to Ikebukuro Station, I usually, especially if I'm gonna go home and I have to take all my luggage, I usually take this exit here. Otherwise, if I want to do the scenic walk, I go all the way to this corner, right across from Maruichi. What date is this one? So it's going April 2021. So I don't know. Okay, there it is. I wonder how they choose which frame to show from the timeline, because they have old timeline. Like for instance, this one. I could go to 2008. Let's try that. Well, it was 2008, and look at the quality of the photos back then. It was terrible. Well, they were meant to be seen on computer, not to be enlarged for VR. So, I mean, I can understand that. So let's go back to June 2021. There we go. This has changed a bit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go straight here. And this one takes you to the station. Let's go ahead and go to the station right now. I can see it right now. It changes depending where the car took its last photo, looking for better quality images. I wonder if it's a staff that has to go through all this, or they have a system that automatically selects which frame to show. That's really okay. Big camera for your electronic needs. You can go here. Man, this takes me back. This is so cool to be here again. Well, I'm not there, but considering that I'm unable to travel for these last 2 years, this wonder does definitely it definitely is awesome in my book, because it allows you to visit, maybe nostalgic of the places that you grew up in or the places you went on vacation, and you can see the updates of how things look from when you last went to now. And for me, of having gone to Tokyo every year prior to the pandemic, it's always changing. Businesses don't last that long. If they do, they're usually the major ones, like McDonald's. But yeah, this is Ikebukuro Station, West Gate area. And I know that Omotesando allowed you to go in to the station. So right now, what year is this? It doesn't show, but let's see. Wait, I see a blue mark. Will it let you go in? Probably not. Considering it's a big station, but okay, I don't think so. This has to be old, considering the quality of the photos. Yeah, this has to be a little old. This is Tobu. But let's see something here. We're only trying to click outside of the station, but what happens if you take your person and okay, the blue circles are where you can visit. So if I click here, this will probably take me to the East Gate area. Right? Yep. It takes you right to the East Gate area. This is so pretty cool. I'm sorry. It's just for someone who travels and you look forward to your vacation every year. And for me, Ikebukuro is a place that I have stayed and had absolutely have, I call it my second home. It's pretty amazing to just to see things. And looking here, 2018 VJ Luna. I'm not sure if they're the people that were sent to take photos, but let's see if we can change that timeline to something a little bit more recent. No. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up. Will it allow me to go up? Let's move this. It's crowded. Looks like I know this area. This is where the Matsumoto Kiyoshi, where people get a lot of cheap stuff, especially if you're trying to bring chocolates and candy home and stuff like that. Can you walk though? So it's limited. Okay, let's try here then. Let's see if the picture gets any better. Okay, and I'm guessing East Ikebukuro is right here with the Parco. Yeah, this is the Parco. Okay, I know where we're at. Louis Vuitton right here. But does the map change? No. So I don't know what. Well, wait. This is around December. Christmas tree is up. And they usually put the Christmas tree, when I was there, they put it in late November, or actually, it's right after Halloween. They start putting the Christmas stuff up for Ikebukuro, right in front of the station. Actually, I wish we could just go up there, but I guess you're limited because Google, the cars can only go so they can't walk up there unless someone brings a camera, like they do. I was looking at the Great Wall of China. And you can see the person holding their 3D camera walking. So I think that's how I'm not sure how Google does things like that. Because I'm noticing different names already, not just Google. So I wonder if they commission or they pay people to help build the Street View. I have no idea. If someone does, let me know. But this is pretty cool. The thing that I would love to see is the ability to go from this point all the way to the center, because that is where you're going to see a lot of the main buildings going straight all the way to Sunshine City. But you know what? This is just a slight example, little example of how Wander works on the Oculus. It's a wonderful travel app for VR. Akihabara. There we go. Here we are in Akihabara. Akiba. And we have to go past this little bridge right here. Is it going this way or that way? I believe we go under this bridge. Let's see here. Let's go right here. Yeah, let's keep on going straight. And I believe this will take you to... Keep on going straight here. Yep. Here we are. The main rows where you can see a lot of the buildings. here. I believe... Is it this way? Yes, it's this way. Because I see the soft map building. Welcome to Akihabara. And let's change the year. Let's go 2021. This is another area that was hurt during the pandemic. Let's go ahead and go straight. Soft map. Okay, here we're getting closer. Oh, there it is, Don Quixote. Okay, this is the area that I tend to frequent. I'm going to show you why. Okay. That's super potato? Okay, well, let's keep going straight here. Okay, there's the Carl's Jr. Okay, this building here is Don Quixote. And the area is famous because they have a group called AKB48. Oh, there's an idol group called AKB48 who has a theater in here, as you can see. AKB48 was, I hate to say this, but once a super popular group at its time that this place was so popular. Now they're another group from similar producer, but their rival, Nogazaka 46, has since overcome them in terms of popularity. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to see how this place looks, because I heard the AKB48 is not being promoted anymore. So we're going to go May 2021. Yep, it is true. Look at it. No more. Let's move this over. For many years, for well over a decade, AKB48 used to be promoted here, but it's not happening. And this is May 2021. This place is usually packed, but due to the pandemic, not so much. Now, what I was going to show you. Let's move this all the way back here. Okay, the crepes shop is still there. That's great. Animate is still there, which is great. Okay, we're still here. Don Quixote. Okay, right here is the trader store. You will see trader stores, several of them. I'm thinking about 4 in Akihabara. These are the places where I buy my video games. You could get them, you could get brand new or used, but you definitely want to visit a trader store when you're in Akihabara. In fact, when we go right up here, you'll see trader number 3 right there. Taito Station right there. Is this still May 2021? Yeah, it is. Okay. Because I know there's another video game arcade that closed down. I think this is it. Was it near Big Camera? I don't remember. Or is it this side? I think it's this side. Wow. Usually when I look at these pictures, you can see maid cafes promote. Oh, I think I see someone there. Because usually you see maid cafes promoting something, and I don't see those photos around here. But nevertheless, I'm going to have to walk around, and here's the Akiba Zone. This is where you can find a lot of good stuff on consignment. Pretty cheap. Big camera right there. Usually they have a big, well, I guess that is their advertisement all the way. Okay, there is one salesperson here that I see. Anyway, there's so much to visit, and I'm going to probably continue to use Wander a lot. It's great for planning your routes, planning your trip. For me, it shows me which areas are still open right now because the pandemic has changed so much around Japan. But yeah, this is a very cool app. It's only it's under $10, so it's definitely worth owning and having on your Oculus Quest or Quest 2 device. So it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, everyone, you take care, and I'll see you later. Wink, wink, and
Follow the J. ラジオポッドキャスト on YouTube and also visit Kennedy on YouTube. For Japanese entertainment news, please visit neotok2099.com. See you next time. Bye bye.
いいパンチだったぜ。